Hey folks, so let's take a look at some Battlefleet Gothic Armada, and we've got Eldar versus Chaos. So for my Eldar, I have a Shadow, an Aurora, and a Solaris. The Shadow has torpedoes and shuriken cannons. We've got an Aurora, that one has torpedoes and a pulsar. The Solaris has shuriken cannons and it's a carrier, so you can see bombers flying around here and there. So the mission is breakthrough. The Eldar have to defend their basically stations, these small little outposts, and the Chaos have to destroy the outposts and then push through all the way to the other side of the map. So my whole thoughts are I'm going to deploy in the center, and depending on where the Chaos are going to be coming from, then I'll kind of move out towards that direction. So really, for him to win, all he has to do is destroy my two bases and then just gun it for the other side of the table. So should be interesting. So again, like I said, I put each of the ships in the center and I assigned them 1, 2, and 3 on the keyboard, and I assigned them a little place to kind of move out depending on wherever the Chaos fleet's going to be coming from. I just like this because they're going to be moving right away, and then I can start kind of angling towards whatever direction I need to. So game starts, and we notice there's 3 Chaos ships in the top left-hand corner. Doesn't seem like a lot, but you never know. That could be 3 large ships. So we've got a probe coming towards us. I'm angling the Aurora to go to the far left, and I have the Shadow also going to the left. The Aurora takes a few shots with its torpedoes and then starts moving up. We've got a minefield there, so I'm like, well, forget this. The Solaris, you're getting right out of the way, so turn her to the left, and I boost it up, and it goes nicely out of the way of that basically probe. Now, you don't want your ships to be identified because then the enemy will be able to start, formulating some plans of attack on you. So I thought, well, I better get that out of the way of the probe. My next thing is I'm going to start moving in my 2 ships with their torpedoes up front and keeping the carrier in the back just to use the basically the bombers and just stay out of the way of the torpedoes. So fire off torpedoes in front of the ships coming in towards us. Still not sure what they are, but they are firing on my station, already taking its shields down. So that little escort's going to get a face full of torpedoes. Send the Aurora out of the way and start moving in with the Shadow, firing a lot of shots into it. Now it's funny because I'm just blasting this thing and the large ship's kind of moving out of the way. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then the little escort runs into me and dies. I'm like, all right, that works, whatever. With that larger ship out of the way right now, I notice there's a blip on the map and there's another large ship on the far right side. So I'm like, okay, we'll put everything into the escort as best we can. You're going to notice some of my ships kind of stall out. I'm still getting used to micromanaging these guys. The other fleets, they seem to be a little bit easier for kind of giving them orders and then leaving them alone. So first things first, I start taking out that escort, kill it, move all my ships in towards the larger Chaos vessel and start firing in on them. Of course, my Solaris, me not being able to fly worth a damn, I run right into my Shadow, causing a little bit of damage to both. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so much when you hit your own ships. One thing for sure is I do try and move my ships and keep their noses pointed towards the enemy as best I can, but doesn't always work. The Aurora comes in, pulsars the Chaos ship, fires some torpedoes, but missed with a few of them. The Shadow is just stopping right behind and firing a few shots, while the Solaris is circling in behind to add its shuriken cannons in there. So I'm like, okay, no problem. Torpedoes, that should kill him off. And it doesn't. He has like a fraction of a hit point left, I swear. Just sitting there. I'm like, what? So I move the Solaris to fire a few shuriken cannons on him. The Shadow comes around. The Aurora's just taking her time, circling around the outside, and cut the shields down to nothing and finally kill it off. Now we've got that one last Chaos ship, but all of my stations are destroyed and my Shadow just took a huge hit. So now all he has to do is get to the other side of the table. Speed is usually on my side, but in this situation, it's a little bit desperate, especially when I use the Aurora and turn the wrong direction. I should have turned downwards and around to get a little bit closer on. So he's pretty confident in being able to win this, so he's like, good game. And I'm like, no, I gotta be able to do this. I gotta kill him before he reaches the end. So I boost ahead, I fire the torpedoes, I start boosting the rest of my ships, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to stop this guy? I don't know if there's anything I can do. So I'm not really paying attention to my ship abilities here, as you can see. So I'm just kind of thinking, what am I going to do? I'm like, yep, all right, good game for sure, great game. And then I'm like, wait a second, the Aurora, I can jump. So I do a little warp jump right in front and turn around. And he's like, yeah, range was on my side. Fire the pulsar and then ram him, bang, and he's gone. Wow, talk about stealing victory from the jaws of defeat right there. Have to admit, that was an amazing game. I really, really enjoyed that one. I'm starting to get used to using the Eldar. It's taken a little bit to get used to it, but overall, I think I've kind of getting a handle on them. If there's anything more than 3 ships, though, I really start to suffer in my control of them, and I lose ships really quick. The key thing, keep them moving, keep their noses on something, and if you're not shooting, just get the hell out of there. Run away. So anyways, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.